Hi there, viewers and gamers alike out there, and welcome back for more of Arkham Twin Days of Marvel's Spider-Man of Universal Lore and more. I am your host, Leo Wolverine, and this game is rated T for teen because of the blood, language, and violence, so viewer discretion is advised, but we're talking about Arkham Twin Days here on Leo's Let's Plays Alliance. Remember, the Fiend can pop up anytime he wants to, whenever he feels like it. So we're going to talk about 5 times the Joker proved he was the best villain and 5 villains who were better than him. So it's an interesting topic if you want to know, so why not? Let's go with it. So let's begin. The Joker is arguably the most famous comic book villain, and that's because of how effective he is. But there are other villains who might be better if you want to know. The Joker is one of the most well-known villains in fiction, and it's arguably that he's one of the greatest. The Joker may not have world-ending superpowers, but his insanity, unpredictability, and ruthless imagination, and you want me to say ruthless aggression, make him the kind of bad guy that no one wants to face. Not even those characters from Japanese anime would face him. Or will they? He's been able to pull off some truly horrific attacks on Gotham City and is always a grave challenge to Batman. So, as great as Joker is, though there are plenty of other villains out there who are possibly greater, challenging the heroes of the DC universe in ways that make the Joker look, well, like a joke, including the Marvel comics, and also in Japanese anime, manga, the TV series, and you name it. Of course, if that can work or whatsoever. Number 10. We start from 5 who are the best and 5 who of the Joker. So, number 10 of the Joker. How do I say this? When he gained omnipotence, he made sure to torture Batman. Joker isn't the type to go after ultimate power. No. But when it fell into his lap in Emperor Joker, he made sure to use it in ways that amused him. This caused trouble for everyone because this was the Joker. But he made sure to take some special time out to hurt Batman by making him unkillable and tormenting him constantly. This is why, where's the greatness in that by pulling out Batman's secret identity when you can torture him, that is the man who wears the mask instead of the man behind the mask. Sure, he could have killed him, but that's not the Joker's type, or should I say the Joker's style. He wanted him to suffer and made it happen. He proved that he was Batman's greatest foe with this little act. Death was too good for his enemy, but suffering? Well, that was Batman deserving the Joker's eyes. The unremitting evil of this act says a lot about the Joker. Yeah, and this is why I say everything is Arkham. Number 9, someone who is better than the Joker, is the Reverse Flash, who has the power to back up his craziness. Joker's insanity makes him dangerous, but he's not the only insane archenemy out there. Reverse Flash fills that spot, or should I say fill the spot, with the Flash. But he's even more dangerous than the Joker because of the power of the negative speed force. Reverse Flash's powers, combined with his own special brand of crazy, make him one of the most dangerous villains in the DC universe. Plus, he can go through the Marvel comics, and also in Japanese anime, manga, the TV series, and the movie. Joker is a master of doing damage, but Reverse Flash can mess with time itself, changing whatever he feels like. Yes! On top of that, he's a master of his speedster abilities and able to hold on his own, should I say hold his own against entire teams of heroes. Reverse Flash is easily one of the most frightening villains out there. And you thought it was the Joker, right? Wrong! Number 8, we go back to the Joker, who is one of the best. Everything he did in The Killing Joke, if you want to know. Yes, The Killing Joke, which is also the name of the movie by Alan Moore's comic book story. Few Joker stories hold more weight than The Killing Joke when it comes to describing why the Joker is the best villain. It's not just what he did paralyzing Barbara Gordon and torturing Jim Gordon, but the whys and the consequences, if you want to remember. And he made Batman laugh at the end of, or near the end of the movie, if I recall. Of course, Batman The Killing Joke is an R-rated animated film. It's not KID friendly. It never was. It's adult themed. Very adult themed. Why? Because everything is Arkham. Joker wanted to hurt someone to prove that anyone could be him. That was it. There was no grand plan. There was no grand plan beyond showing what pain could do to a person. He wanted to break something for the express purpose of breaking, or should I say the express purposes of breaking it, and that's just next level evil. On top of that, his actions left scars that festered on the souls of Barbara and Jim Gordon, as well as Batman. It was one of his most heinous acts, and he did it for no gain other than to prove a point that he is wanted to be the best that he can ever be. Number 7. Who was better than the Joker? Deathstroke is one of the most dangerous people on the planet. Deathstroke made a name for himself as the best mercenary ever and is easily one of the most dangerous people on the planet. Deathstroke is the kind of guy who takes out entire teams of heroes single-handedly, sometimes for profits and sometimes because it's personal. When Deathstroke shows up, someone is getting hurt. And not in a good way or whatever way that he feels like it or whatever comes in his way. Deathstroke goes back and forth on the hero/villain spectrum. Of course, I would say Deathstroke is more anti-hero than villain, to be honest. More anti-hero. Very anti-hero. Or really anti-hero. But he's most effective as a villain. But I would say most effective as an anti-hero. He can use the entirety of his skills best as a bad guy, and it fits his ruthless persona much better. So, okay, he can go back and forth as a villain and an anti-hero. Whichever works best for him. I mean, whatever. The Joker is dangerous because he's a mad dog. Deathstroke is dangerous because he's thought of a million ways to beat everyone, including you-know-who. Number 6. Why is Joker is the best on this part? Because he knows Batman's identity and doesn't care! Wow! And you're asking like, what? And I'm gonna say, yes, he doesn't care. But like, why? I'll tell you why, and I'll give you the lowdown. Batman 3 Jokers has a lot of, which is the name, Batman 3 Jokers, has a lot of problems, but it reveals something very intriguing at the end. That the Joker, or at least the comedian version, and only only survivor of the three, knows that Batman is Bruce Wayne and he just doesn't care. This is one of those little wrinkles that really show just how great a villain the Joker is. And don't you forget it. Knowing his foe's secret identity means nothing to him. It has nothing to do with his battle against Batman because he's not fighting Bruce Wayne. No, he's not fighting Bruce Wayne. When did he want to fight Bruce Wayne in the first place? Because why? He's fighting Batman. If he kills Batman, he kills Bruce Wayne. So what does his secret identity matter anyways? Number 5. Who is better than the Joker besides being the best? It's none other than Sinestro. Core of fascism makes him so dangerous. Why are you asking me this? Because why Sinestro out of all of a sudden for wearing the power of the yellow ring which represents fear? Well, I'll tell you, Sinestro seems like he's justified, and that's what makes him so dangerous. He believes in order more than anything else, and will go to any lengths to ensure it, even using fear and conquest to make the universe work the way he wants it to. Sinestro wholeheartedly believes in fascism, and it's simple for him to fool others into following him. So, yeah, that's what makes him so dangerous, if you want to know. He can fool others into believing that his mission is noble. The Joker is dangerous, sure, but he's never going to be able to convince anyone not completely mentally ill to follow him for any other reason than monetary gain. Yeah, gain monetary gain. Sinestro can convince people that his way is the best and set them down the path of atrocity. That's one way to put it into the ways of, hey, I've got Joker's side and this is Sinestro's side. This is Joker's, this is Sinestro. Pick which one. Oh, wait. It doesn't matter which one that you chose. So, yeah. Number 4. Why is so he's the best? Because he's chaos incarnate. Joker is known for his chaotic way of doing things, and nowhere was this as apparent as in No Man's Land. Gotham has been ravaged by an earthquake, with Batman, the police, the various criminals carving out fiefdoms in the city. Joker wasn't for any of that. Instead, he laid low for a while before attacking everyone. That's Joker for you. However, he didn't do it again. He didn't do it for gain. He wasn't trying to take anyone's supplies or take over the city. No, Joker just did it to spread even more misery. He took a bunch of babies hostage, killed Gordon's wife Sarah, and generally caused chaos. There was no plan but to hurt people, which, in other words, that's the Joker for you. That's what he does. Why? Because this is Arkham. Do you not believe me from what I'm telling you? Yes? No? Then why are you hearing this? Because that is the Joker's persona. So, now on to the next one. Number 3. Who is better than the Joker? And it's none other than the tragedy of Two-Face makes him compelling. It's the 2-bit con man Two-Face. Yeah, who has bipolar disorder. Harvey Dent. Two-Face is one of those villains who tragically whose tragedy is central to who they are and what makes him such an amazing villain. Two-Face was scarred doing the right thing and the realization of the terrors of the world. The randomness of suffering transformed a good man into a true arbiter of life and death, all decided with a flip of a coin. See what I did there from Batman Arkham Knight? Two-Face is one of the most compelling villains that Batman faces. He could be a great hero, but his twisted belief in duality motivates him. With his desire for revenge against Batman and the system making him more interesting than the Joker himself. Number 2. Joker at his best when he killed Jason Todd. Yeah, that, if for those who remember watching the Let's Play series of Batman Arkham Knight, and you guessed it, that is Jason Todd. So I will explain it for you again. In other words, in easy sentence or words. The death of Jason Todd may not seem like such a big deal now that he's been brought back to life. However, that doesn't lessen the sting of what the Joker did that day. It wasn't just killing one person or even killing one person that was close to Batman. It was shattering something that Batman came to depend on. The Robins aren't just sidekicks for Batman, but family. He depends on them for a little bit of light in his dark, dark world. Joker's killing of Jason Todd represented the death of that and is a failure that still affects Batman all these years later, and he just can't let it go. Wow. And number 1, who was better than the Joker? And guess I'm gonna say, drum roll please! It's none other than Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor's reach and the scope of his ambitions are greater. And you're telling me, why Lex Luthor, who is Superman's arch nemesis? Like, why? I thought Joker is, but why pick Lex Luthor out of all this? Well, I'll tell you this. Lex Luthor is just about unrivaled in the DC universe when it comes to villainy. One of the smartest people on the planet, Lex Luthor's jealousy of Superman's power and the adulation he receives has transformed him into one of the most dangerous villains on the planet. That's right. Very smart and rich to have his own company. Can you believe it? The Joker may have a greater body count, but the scope of Luthor's actions is much greater. On top of that, Luthor's greater abilities, resources, and leadership qualities make him the kind of villain that others will follow. Luthor's threat is much greater than the Joker's, and and how should I say this? Lex Luthor has Batman's number. Not Bruce Wayne, he has Batman's number, if you want to know, because he knows how to get a call. And that is your five things of who is that Joker is the best, and 5 who is better than the Joker than best. So tell me, what do you guys think of what I told you about this juicy info of five of Joker's best and 5 who are better? And leave a comment section in the below on this video. And also tell me, what do you guys think of Arkham Twin Days? Do you like it or hate it? Mash that like button and or share this video if you guys like the type of info of universal lore and more, such as myself. and as your friendly neighborhood superhero who takes chances making mistakes and getting messy, who goes by the name of Spider Cop. Right here in Leo's Let's Plays Alliance. Godspeed, play safe, and shalom. Remember to fight with honor, love, truth, and justice, and see you guys next time for more of Universal lore and more every Tuesdays and Thursday evenings. And we'll go into the Japanese manga on the weekends only of Arkham Twin Days Special again. Godspeed, play safe, and shalom. Remember to fight with honor, love, truth, and justice. See you guys next time for more of Marvel's Spider-Man right here in Leo's Let's Plays Alliance of Arkham Twin Days. Woo-hee-hee-hee!